Hello, everyone. Welcome to part one of the program. As you've seen before, we're doing Jason Deford. I'm hoping I'm saying his name right. Deford or Deford. Somebody get me correct. Somebody will. But the first part of this program is about the inner voice. So I'm going to show you what your mind that you have buried deep inside. Some have even suppressed of your voice. And what I get from the energy of your voice. Now with Jason, I see that there is conditional love versus unconditional love. Conditional love towards others is caused by an immature emotional foundation which uses rewards as punishments in an attempt to communicate expectations and control others' behavior. Through ineffective, such as expectations, are designed to supply the individual's emotional needs. Don't let me lose you here. From his voice, punishments are often passive aggressive in nature. And I see him doing things as punishment to others, such as the silent treatment, a withering glance, or disapproving comments. He usually feels justified in their judgments and often builds a convincing case that they are right and others are wrong. Jason, you often subject yourself to the same exact standards. And you berate yourself for failing to live up to them. So as you expect certain standards from other people, but you go outside those standards. So it's like, you do this, you do that, da 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 da. But I can do whatever. One of those, my dad used to tell me, do as I say and not as I do. Like, what the hell does that mean? I also see, my love, that you do not take proper care of yourself. And you fail to comprehend and accept appropriate social boundaries. So certain boundaries, social boundaries, it's like you don't know how to say no. Or it could be red flags. This ain't the person. This person is negative. This person is going to cause some drama, whatever. It's like you still don't have boundaries with these people or even things. Like I said, your exact standards that you set for other people, you don't do it for yourself. Ironically, people who suffer from having conditional love sometimes make a great show of service. As we already know, we see that. This may be motivated by a sincere conscience, a sincere desire to serve. Conditional love is caused by internalization of negative beliefs. So you internalize negative beliefs about yourself. You internalize self inadequacy of yourself, which leads to an attempt to generate emotional security through outside conditions, external conditions, and that could be through drugs, through people, through alcohol, through food, whatever it is. It's like your security comes from the outside. And it's based on your emotions and your feelings. And I see that you do a lot of procrastination and you worry a lot as well. You're in your feelings. You're definitely in your feelings of procrastination and worry. You also generate negative self-perceptions that may be induced by verbal abuse. You may be saying things out of your mouth verbally that you know is abusive. Or worry as the individual, usually when you're young, blames himself. So when you was young, it shows in your voice. When you was young, you blamed yourself. When you were seeking to understand other people and what you received from other people as a young boy, they were unkind to you. They were unloving to you. And they didn't respond. They had unresponsive behavior towards you. So it was like you didn't have that unconditional love. You did not have that stability and that security. So that's why as you grew, you learned to, instead of getting it from the people that you felt that should give that to you, you went outside of that. And your security was found in other things and other people and other situations. Now, not having this conditional love for yourself, that you needed, as you grew into the man that you are, your immune system and your lymphatic system was damaged. It started being damaged from your lifestyle, from not having unconditional love. Unconditional means no matter what, I will love you unconditionally. No matter what, I'm always there for you unconditionally. No matter what, I am here for you in your times of needs. Unconditionally. Where you're at in life, no matter how high or low, I'm there for you unconditionally. You did not have that. So not having, like I said, this conditional love, it impacted you to, it induces cancer. It's saying that you have lung problems, and even you probably experience ear infections a lot. Your emotional tolerance is possible. I'm trying to see what I wrote down because I really dig deep when I'm doing a person's full path reading. But emotional tolerance is possible only when one feels secure in his emotional self-identity. So when you feel secure in who you are and who you identify by, whatever you identify with, that's when you feel most secure in your emotions. Because then, Jason, you're able to be that person you're able to express tolerance towards yourself. You can finally tolerate yourself. And you're able to not only tolerate yourself, but you can extend that to others. You can tolerate others. As your negative energy releases, you grow free. Free. This free spirit, this beautiful free spirit. To exercise more mature methods of interacting with other people. And are sometimes you're surprised to realize how strongly their expectations had influenced their treatment of others. Now let me break this down. As this negativity about yourself and not having conditional love, as you start to love yourself, you start to be this free spirit to create and to come into your identity of who you want to be and who you are and what you create in your life. You start to love who you are, and your spirit is so free. It goes with your gifts wherever you want to go. And by that, you grow more and more mature. Because when the surprise comes from other people, the surprise comes from when you start having that, let's see. I'm getting this. When you start releasing those standards, how things should, I keep drawing that box, like this is how it should be. There should be this should be like this, my life should be like this, I expect this out of this person, If not, I'm gonna punish them by silent treatment, or give them this glare, or verbally abuse them by my talk. And when I punish you, I'm gonna reward you at the end. When I come out of this, because I punished you so hard, and because I don't feel that I have that expectation, or I don't have that unconditional love, I'm gonna punish you. But then when I finally come around, I'm going to gift you. I'm going to reward you. Those were immature habits. Now, when you mature, as you mature, don't be surprised that being that free spirit, that releasing that negative energy, that releasing those standards, that negative standards that you put people in a box with, that you can't even live up to. Once you release those standards and break that box open where it can be free, and you don't have judgment hard on others as well as yourself, that's when people start seeing you. Really seeing you. And what you expected, it grows. I hope I'm not leaving anybody here, but but it grows. Has anybody else? Has anyone else? Is this someone else's story as well? Because it's a lot of other people's story. Please comment below. I want to hear if this is your story. What you relate to, what you see, what you agree with, what you have to learn, what paths have you taken to be where you're at now. Because people, my love, are going to look at you and see, because now you're free-spirited and you start being your true self. You start creating your words and your lyrics and your song and your voice. And people, you draw those people in that had them same expectations, but now it's like what they see is more of what you are, what you've been through, the struggle of not having that unconditional love. You know how many people don't have that? So many people. I never even had that. But so many people, that's why I'm saying I can relate to everyone. And a lot of people can relate to everyone, because you are me. And I am you. So what would you expect What you expect. I keep saying that, I don't know why, but what you expect other people to be, what you tell other people to be. Can you even live up to those standards? Now the answer is no. A truthful no. Let me see. Are you sacral? Yeah, from your gut. If that's a true no from your gut, then you have a lot more work to do. You have a lot more work to do. If you and that's healing in that. I will help you heal. And you will heal by what I emailed to you. The inner voice, what I talked about on the first video. By listening to those tones, it's going to repair all that in you. Stay on topic. I'm talking about your voice. I don't know why I'm staying on this subject, but what people expect of you, what you expected them, and you finally start doing the things that you expect from other people, of being real, showing themselves, showing who they are, and da-da-da. When you start really showing who you are, and I see it through your voice, through your lyrics, through your written words, you're going to have so many people. You're going to reach so many people. Hell, you reach me. You're going to reach so many people that are just like you. But they have to know and hear this through your voice, through your words. And when they hear that, it opens and awakens something in them, their conscience. And it's like, wow, this is freaking powerful. And so many people will love on you and share their story and tell you where they're at and how your words affected them and how it kept them to push and move on and how it got them out of the worst situations just by your voice. Just by your voice. Now, if you... Okay, I must be too much into this. I'm not going to start the video for that. But, because I don't care. But with this, I'm going to give you this. Purple. You wearing purple. You having purple. You having something purple. Purple around you. Purple car, whatever. A purple colored sheet, a purple pen. Purple was weird. Like, you would say it's weird, but I'm telling you, my gifts are simple. So many people use them because it's simple. Some people think it's magic, but it's simple. The color around you, Jason, needs to be violet. 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 Beautiful violet. Different colors of violet. All that needs to be around you. And when you do this for a month, give it a month. You do this for a month. Guess what you will release? And guess what violet represents? It represents the future. It represents the imagination and dreams. While spiritually calming the emotions, you will inspire and enhance your psychic ability and spiritual alignment. While all this is happening, at the same time, you will be grounding yourself. This is what's needed for the next 30 days to go towards self-healing and to inspire. But I'm going to leave you with this. And this is part of the program as well. But I'm not going to get into everything, as I said, because this is just an example. Even through your voice, the gifts of knowing. The part that's impacted in your health is your pancreas. You have issues with your pancreas, your gastrointestinal digestion, your pineal gland, your liver. You may have gastritis and ulcers where it's like your stomach hurts, or it feels like, and I'm just going to be real, like a bubble fart, like a fart that needs to come out and it can't, that type of pain. I know a lot of people experienced that before. I know I have. But it's like your stomach, like the ulcers in your stomach, like acid or bubbles. Your ears. And it talked about in your inner voice about a lot of ear infections. You may have a lot of issues with your ears. Your auditory nerve and optical nerves are infected, or this is what's impacted by your voice. You may have mastoid bone problems, like different bone problems, or even dizziness. I see sinuses. You're having sinus issues. And you having asthma, a lot of like asthma attacks, hard breathings at times. And this is due to allergies. So, your main issue is conditional love versus unconditional love. And just by your voice, I gave you almost a 23 minute reading just from your voice. And I told you the parts that were impacted. And I told you the violet, the color all around you that will help you as well as the tones that I'm sending you. And I told you once everything is aligned, what is coming your way. Just by your voice. So I just want to thank you so much for joining the, I think it's like 25 minute program of the first thing that you will get. You will get your medical report, and I will go deep down inside. But also, I will give you the magical herb that will help you heal this. Already made Jason's. The magic is in the bottle. I will see you soon. Part 2.